What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of RL Guns. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we just hit 600 subscribers. Yes, tickled to death over that. Thank you guys so much. Look, we got a really unique thing to show you. I don't know if a whole lot of you guys know about this one. It's called the Snake Slayer. So you need to check it out. Stay tuned. All right, glad you guys stuck around long enough to check this out. I got fingerprints all over this doggone thing, but that's okay, you can still see it. Snake Slayer. Now, this is a really unique firearm. It can be used for, like the word says, snake slaying. You can really take control of a snake because it will run 3-inch 410 shotgun shells or a long 45 in it, which you can run hollow points or whatever with that. So yes, the thing is bad to the bone. I'm going to give you a little bit of information on specs. I had to make some notes, okay? Just had to make notes, all right? Let's just go with that. All right, Snake Slayer. This is a well, they list it as a 357 Magnum, 38 Special, 45 Long Colt, and a 410, 3-inch 410. Now, can you believe you have all that in this little bitty thing? It's amazing. We'll go through that here in a little bit in a minute. So I'm going to show you a couple things here. All right, it's got the rosewood handle, which is the grip that's on there, and the front blade is a fixed rear sight. It's fixed. I'll stand out the way so you can see. Don't want to hear anybody talking about pointing down the barrel. I hope y'all can see that. So there's no adjustments on the sight whatsoever. It's there. Weight is 22 ounces. Which is pretty significant for as small as it is. It's not something you would, well, now it will fit in your pocket. It'd be a big pocket. Well, let's just see. Look, I don't have a big hand. So let me just set that up there and it'll show you if you want to put that in your pocket. So it gives you kind of a basic idea of what that's for. This is really not, guys, gals, fellas, fellas, this is not a firearm for concealed carry. It can be. They do have holsters for them, so you can get them for that, but I don't recommend it. And we'll get into why here in a little bit. I'm going to show you why. Okay, the capacity is 2, of course. It only has 2. You see, 1, 2. It's only 2. And look, fellas, this thing's not loaded. Okay, so I'm going to be pointing this thing in the camera, showing you all kinds of things about it. So don't give me any bad comments on that because it's not loaded. Okay, it is a single action firearm. So you will have to pull it back and fire it, pull it back and fire it. You know, that's the way it's going to work. All right, now it does have a trigger guard, of course, right here. And it's made of stainless steel. And it is a hand cannon. And I'm going to show you my notes, okay? If y'all want to see my notes. And it says right here, and I'm not lying to you, this is what's written in the thing. Do you see it right there? It says frame type hand cannon. So I ain't lying to you. I've told you the truth. Okay, now, did you know that Bond Arms originated in 1995? I did not. I really didn't. I thought Bond Arms was a little bit further back than that. Got a little history on that too. And that's before we get in this. So just hang tight real quick. The company was formerly owned by Texas Arms. That's who owned the company that manufactured all these things. Okay, and they were out of Waco, Texas. Bond Arms become incorporated in 1995, which is when I told you this was, Bond Arms was originated in 1995. And was licensed by the BATFE as a firearms manufacturer and dealer. That's pretty important. That's kind of big. Greg's brother, which was Gordon Bond, he bought the company from Greg in 2007. So now look, it was originated in 1995, and then Greg bought it in 2007, and has owned it since. And he's still the president of the company today. Still owns it today. They're still going today. So what is this? What is that? Something leaking on my... What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, that's gun oil from when I was cleaning a firearm earlier. Yeah, it don't taste good either. Okay. So here, let's go through this thing a little bit. All right, this is what they call the snake slayer. Okay, you have on this side, you see your little lever right here? That's what you push to where this will open up and flips back onto the firearm. And you would load your ammunition in that side, okay? Now, you just flip it back over, lock it in place. And that's it. Now, when you want to fire it, obviously you just pull the hammer back. Now, there's really technically no safety on this thing. You do have a little lever right here. If you can see this little lever right here. And you know, it doesn't have anything on. But anyway, what that lever does is that switches between the upper and lower barrel. So when you go to fire it, that's what it goes through which barrel you're gonna, fire out of. So it works pretty good. Now, I don't want to do a trigger test on it because it is a hammer action pistol. So I mean, some people do. I don't like to do trigger test on that. And the reason I say that, and I never put it on camera, is because I broke one on a 357 Magnum. Did a dead fire on it, and I broke the firing pin. I did fix it, and I told the customer, but so we don't like to do a dry fire on hammer firearms. So, or certain hammer firearms, I should say. Some you can, some you can't. Something itching in my eye. And I swear, we got all this. There's more freaking oil everywhere here. Talk to the cleaning lady. That's me, by the way. Anywho's, yeah, there's not a whole lot to. Let's see. Maybe we can give you an overall perspective on the firearm itself. I'm gonna try to hold this tape measure up and see if you can at least see. It's the presidential tape measure, so it's right. So I don't know if you can see what that's reading. And then let's just do a kind of somewhat of a measurement on the height of it. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm trying my best, guys, with this thing. It's kind of clumsy, which is something else I wanted to say. Okay, so that's a presidential ruler. I wasn't lying to you. And even on the back, it shows all the presidents, Rip off. Anywho's, what I was going to get to is this thing does work great for what the name of it is. Now, I'm going to try to show you. I'm right-handed, but let me do left hand and just see if I can get it in my hand and show you, and again, I don't have that big of a hand. But I'm going to put it in my hand right here, and you can see it's a little bit cumbersome. Can you see how you fit it like this? Now I'm going to put it back in my right hand, which is what I'm used to doing. And if I want to grip this thing, I can, but also the hammer is kind of right there where I'm at. So when I want to do a normal grip, which is, just holding the firearm like you should with your thumb forward on the rail, your forward finger on the front, and then you go with this finger along the rail as well. Okay, Now, it does look like everything's taken care of, but it's not. This thing is so small and so fat. It's not. You really gotta kind of hold on to it. Now, what I mean by that, I don't mean that it's got a recoil from hell. No, I do not mean that. What I mean is, it's hard to be accurate with it because you can't. It's just so bulky in the back, and trying to hold it. I guess the name for it, Snake Slayer, is really put your 410 shot shell in there and do the deal and over with, because you don't have to be all that accurate, is what I'm trying to say. I have shot some 45 longs, 45 longs, and it is very difficult to hit a target. I ain't saying I'm the best in the world now, okay? Because I do miss. We all miss. Well, don't talk about the other videos, all right? I hear some of you guys out there saying, well, you could never hit this target. I get it. We're not talking about those. Forget those videos. We're talking about this one. It's so short, stubby, with the fat butt on it, I'm going to say. It's hard to, and some of you guys understand this because some of you guys are experienced. When you've shot handguns a long time, you have that grip. You know what that grip is on that firearm, and you know how you have to hold it and grip it to be accurate. This one, it's hard to do, and the reason I'm saying is because of the way that grip is. It's bulky, and you can't get the same grip on it every time. Now, am I talking this firearm down? Absolutely not. It's a perfect firearm for what it's used for and what it's named for. Take it out on a range and do some planking, just have some fun with it. That works great. But if you want accuracy, with 45 longs or 357 magnums, or no, it's not going to happen. I mean, you can try it yourself and come back and argue with me, but it's not. There's just no way. It's not meant for that. But it is a fantastic firearm for what they named it for, the Snake Slayer. I mean, we got a lot of chickens and stuff over here. You know, we've pretty much got like a sort of a mini farm. Well, it's kind of grown into more than a mini farm. It's a freaking huge farm, massive farm, if I must say. Anywho's, there are some snake issues, copperheads and stuff like that. I do try my best to relocate snakes, non-poisonous ones, because I don't like them suckers. And the only reason I don't is because my wife is always in the coops and stuff, and she's been cornered a couple times with some copperheads, and it's been kind of ugly. And we've had some very close incidences, and so she will take this out there. Absolutely she will. Now we're talking about a woman firing this thing off, so guys, gals, fellows, and fellettes, that lets you know this thing don't have the recoil that you think it will. 410 shells in this thing, a number 7 shot. Well, take about anything out that you have anywhere within aiming distance of this. And I'm not lying, because this thing is a splatter gun. I mean, whoosh, as soon as it comes out of this barrel, it is like wham. It starts coming out like an ice cream cone. It just goes everywhere. So it's something to look at if that's what y'all think you need, but just something we wanted to go over and let you guys understand and learn something about the Snake Slayer, which we thought was probably kind of cool. Anywho's, look, guys, gals, look, y'all see that? We need all the help we can get. We really do. We appreciate you. Hope we get to see you again soon. This video, when you're watching this, we are out, gone, and we're at the Darlington Raceway. We are watching both races and some drag races going on there. So we do have somebody at the store, by the way, so if y'all need some help, there's somebody there. Y'all take care. Appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next. Take care.